can somebody text Jerry, and then we are going to start. Okay. I think the first item I want to talk to everyone is uh, the first item I want to kind of have everyone on the call is about what are we going to do about Rebecca Flynn's request to us, the fact that we want to take over, run this once a month event series. So let me give you a little bit of context. Everything that I heard from Rebecca, I have forwarded to you all in an email. What I have done is track down the chairperson for the Arts and Culture Committee for Woodside, whose program that Rebecca recommended for us to emulate. I had a very, very nice call with them. And this is the summary of what they have. Okay, so this program has been very successful and has been around for many years. What they do, there's a website. You can Google search their website. And then what they do is they actually take in submissions from different speakers once a month. And then they pick one out to come to do the event for them. And then what they do is they pay the speakers $400 per person. Was it per person or per event? If you have two speakers, don't quote me on the amount, but obviously that money comes from the city, and it is a arts and culture committee program only. They do not collaborate. They are not supporting another committee to do their thing. No, is basically whomever the speakers, the arts and culture committee would like to bring, or whoever apply to speak, and then the arts and culture committee, they have a say to pick on who will be showcased as a speaker. Now, timing is set. It's for them. It's a first Friday over every month, and this is what the city does. The city helps them to maintain the website, because it is a website that linked to the city, and therefore the city has to maintain it. So once they have the lineup for the speaker for whichever month, I think I forgot how many months forward forecast they do, but they give it to the city. The city update it so people can go there and they can see who's coming. And the city is also responsible for setting up. The city is not responsible for cleaning up. The city is responsible for setting up. The city is also responsible for audio in the event the audio doesn't work. So that part is a little bit unclear to me what that means. But basically, the city is responsible for, it is essentially their audio equipment. So it's not so the city is far more involved than what Rebecca Flynn states in her email. And also the committee, in this case, us, we should also have more control over what it is that we want to do. And within the confine of our committee, I definitely have my thoughts on this, but I know, we have, I want to open up the floor and just have a quick discussion about what do you guys think as far as, whether or not we want to take that on, something like that. And under the timeline in which I have, I've thought about a lot of this as well. There's one relevant information is the Arts and Culture Committee in Woodside has 12 people, and they've been working together for a number of years. So they literally have a playbook. They work together very well. They've had that history. I think you kind of know where I'm going with this, but I'm going to pause. Just open up the floor to have an open-ended discussion on that.
Oh,
So
okay. I'll call you back.
So
Okay.
I can weigh in some in that I've spoken both in Portola Valley and in Woodside for, these similar things. And Kit Coleman, I think, is the one who's been my main contact, and she's a wonderful artist and she's really smart. And they asked me, both sides, Portola Valley and Woodside, to do things about climate. And so it's not quite as narrow as just arts. I mean,
Yeah.
at least this town is fanatically environmental, is how I know and love it. And so that sort of thing tends to be of large interest. So that's that's just what I know about it. And it was a really good experience at both places, actually. So for me as a speaker, so it doesn't have to be real complicated. But I do think, especially given the finances we've got in the town here right now, that's going to be one of the main questions, right? How much, do we need, how many people do we actually want to have in a given year? All those things are going to be real important.
Right.
So,
Okay, so the text just came in that from Jerry Welch that she's at the Sequoia Hospital ER.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
I called her. So,
think terribly serious, or is she going to be fine?
she
to
said
recover?
she said she was there yesterday and back again today, not doing well.
Oh,
Not in good
So-
shape, yeah.
Yeah, I called her, and I'll call her later and then let you know, how, oh, here's another.
Oh, that's
Well,
me. I
This
said,
is, oh,
Lisa
this is an
Karras.
old, Phil, she's using our old list with John Badger. Now everybody knows. Okay, back to the cultural arts. We actually have a longer history of doing what they are doing now, we used to do. I've been to many of their meetings. They're wonderful. They meet in their little, it used to be the Boy Scout house. And it holds just enough people. Has a little kitchen in the back, so they always have great refreshments and good wine from Martel. They do a wonderful job. I'm wondering if we could share a speaker with them sometime, and use our MUR. But I don't think we're set up now to do. The only way I see us doing a speaker is in the schoolhouse. And the town doesn't want us to use the equipment. But that's neither here nor there. And I think we were trying to focus more on children's art and bringing the kids in, and theirs is definitely very adult.
Yeah.
And they do a fabulous job.
Well, on that issue, I asked her, I said, listen, we really want to be inclusive of everyone in town, right? All ages, and it should be fun. And they said, well, it is earlier in the evening. It's Friday night at 7. So some of the kids do show up. And, but I agree with you, right? On that issue, certainly whatever the Thursday night time proposed by Rebecca, we cannot work with that. I mean, basically, we will personally, I would just tell Rebecca, that's not the reason why I'm volunteering my time, right? I want to have family activities where young children can go on Thursday night at 7. I can't even do
yeah.
that myself. I can't even do that myself. So, yeah.
Plus, it's just gangbusters at the town on Thursday night. Farmers market,
Exactly.
soccer, baseball.
Yeah.
It's possible for families to pick up the soccer, get home, eat, come back, I think we can scrap Thursday.
Right.
Leslie and I
So,
had dinner with a friend from Woodside last night who was telling us how Woodside is jealous of our PV Palooza and thinking about trying to do the same thing. And then I mentioned that we're looking at doing the same sort of thing as their speaker series. And
what did they say?
she pointed out, wait a second, these two towns are right next door to each other.
Right,
We can go over there for PV Palooza, and Portola Valley can come over for our speaker series.
Yeah.
Well, that's also something, you kind of read my mind, right? Is that, so this is what I'm thinking. I don't think we can do it this year. We are a brand new group. We are learning to work with each other. We all have quite frankly stretched very, very thin to pull this off this year, the 2025, basically till August next year. I just don't think it's possible, right? And this is not, and our alignment when we get together last year when we, met with the Mark Lender, the temporary town council. And when I signed up, I said, what I want to do is to have a slow and steady year. I want to make sure that we build a strong foundation as a group with a new leadership, with new blood, so we can have longevity and success, in the years that to come. It's a little bit dangerous for us to, take on too much and then to be unsuccessful. I just don't think this year is the year that's necessarily good for the group to take on such a large project. What that means is that we have from now till next year, August, to plan it out as a group. And here are the things I'm thinking about. Bill, you're absolutely right. And then I kind of started right away. I said to the people you said, maybe we should co-sponsor some of this stuff. Maybe, we do, I don't know, once a quarter, every other month, and then to start, and then we help them to promote their event on our website, and they can help us to promote our event on our website. And then instead of, and pick a different date than Friday or something, but the two will be complementary, so we can, we can have this synergy in terms of marketing, and then rather than competitors, we lift each other up. She didn't really say much, but she's a very, very nice person. I mean, that is one way to approach it. Even if they don't want to collaborate, I think the first year we really can't do it once a month. This is just way too much. I mean, Woodside does it with ease because they've been doing this for many, many, many years. The cadence of which if we want to take it on, the cadence we need to be honest with ourselves. What is it that we can take? I can just tell you it's definitely not going to be once a month, right? Maybe every other month, maybe once a quarter, but the group will talk about it, right? We will have the rest of the calendar year to a fiscal year to decide. And then another thing is how much we can take on depends on how much the town can take on for us, right? If Rebecca is hell-bent on we should do everything as she mentioned in her email, I frankly don't see we take that on for another 2 years, because coordinating with other committees, I can just tell you, it's hard for me to even coordinate with the city on the few events that we are working. I don't know what that would look like for me personally, if I asked to coordinate with a whole bunch of committees and run everything. I think, frankly, if that's expected of me, that would be end of my chairmanship or chairwomanship.
Stacy
I
has
was
her
like,
hand up for quite some time, and she said she'd have to go soon. So, Stacy?
okay, Stacy. Oh, is she there?
Yeah. Can
Okay.
you see me?
Yeah, no, I can. Are
Oh,
you?
okay. So Ivy, I totally agree with what you're saying. I think it makes a lot
Yeah.
of sense. And I'm wondering, because we're working on, just a few events that right now are ones that we each feel really strongly about, because that's, where the energy
Yeah.
is going to be and where the excitement is going to come from. And I wonder if, if a goal by the end of the year is to have some type of form where if people are interested in having an event, the different committees could fill out a form and we could discuss it amongst ourselves if it's something that we want to sponsor. And then that way we'd have the ability to say yes or no to it. And then going forward, we'd be able to bring in potentially some outside events that aren't just from our group, but that we give priority to the events that we think fit, whatever direction we want to go as a committee.
Right. I think that is all. Yeah, I think that I'm totally open to those discussions, but I think we're all aligned. I kind of just want to get alignment from everyone that when I go back to Rebecca and the new town manager, is that we're open to discussion. We're, and talk about the format. It most likely will not look like exactly what Rebecca outlined in her email, but we're open to the discussion of planning for some sort of recurring series in the coming year. That's number one. And number two is, assume we do that, I want to make sure that does not eliminate the possibility or the right or privilege to put on events outside of that time, right? I think that is, so that's what the Woodside Arts and Culture Committee does. They only do it for, this is the only thing they do once a month. They don't put on any kind of family events like we do on the weekend. I don't know how I feel about that because, you know, getting kids out on a Friday night at 7 p.m., you know, especially young children, that's not really feasible. So, so I think those are the two asks I have for Rebecca. You know, if she wants to continue, if she's okay with these and the town manager, then I think we should continue the discussion.
I would love to just interject here. Rebecca's
Mhm.
one of the people I most respect in this town, and if
Okay.
she's got this as, you know, as her vision, I hope when you speak with her, you ask a little more about why this way, you know, in a way to really listen hard, because I bet she's got really good reasons for what she's
Oh, of course.
proposing.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And,
Yeah, of
and I'm not
course.
hearing what her really good reasons for that are, at least from just this small discussion.
Well,
And
it's
yeah,
everything that I know is in the email, right? Basically, where she outlined all those responsibilities for us to take. And just me responding to that email, I can just tell you I would not be able to do that.
mhm,
I don't, and that's not, it's not, I'm being inflexible, is that from a time standpoint, I simply do not have the time to do that. Right? If there's someone else better to do that, then, you know, I think rather than dance around it, I'll just be very, I can just tell her, not to say, I think, by the way, it's a wonderful program. I think the program is wonderful. What they have in Woodside is wonderful. It just, I simply, the time commitment that is outlined in Rebecca's email is not simply that it's something simply that I cannot commit to.
I lead
So,
teams
yeah,
too at times,
yeah,
and sometimes I forget that I have a team, and you know, not everything has to be
yeah.
on me in what I do for my climate work, for instance, and not everything would have to be on you, I would hope. I mean, that's why we have a committee, right?
Yeah. Well, the bottom
So the
line is,
amount of time I spend coordinating with the city on the amount, on the few events we have, it's already reaching the limit. I could just tell you that. I think you, now, we've, I am not one to say, oh, the city is difficult to work with. I think, you know, we've had a number of those discussions here previously, you know, when John was the chairperson. But what I can just do, what I want to say is I can validate from a time commitment standpoint what John said, right? And it seems like it shouldn't be that much time, but it is. So to add to that and to coordinate with other committees, I mean, go back to read Rebecca's email. That is,
okay, when was that? Do you know?
that's, I forwarded that to you all, I think last week.
Yeah.
Happy to forward it again.
The bottom line
Uh,
is we can't do it anyway. We don't have the money. We don't even have the $200 to split with
That's true.
Woodside. And we were clearly told not to do anything. Now we have a new management, new town manager. I don't know what she's gonna do, but we were clearly told to not spend any money and not do anything, less than a year ago. So we can't possibly do this now. And, if there's some way we can help you not take on all of this, maybe the new manager will have a different way of dealing with the committee chairs so that you don't have to spend so much time. Maybe there's an easier way. Let's look for that because I'm sorry that you feel
yeah.
and feel that way. And
But by the way, I do agree with Leslie. Not everything is going to fall on me. But I think you guys should just go back to Rebecca's email, see how what she outlined, right? Even
Okay.
if I distribute some of the responsibilities among our teams, I think we should be all aware. I do hope is if so. First of all, is this a choice or is this a request, a command from the city, right?
Oh, no,
To the
no.
extent
I
that
doubt it's a command.
right. So to the extent that this is a request, I do hope we have room to negotiate, right? We need to do something that's fit for our team. We are a new team. And my goal this year is for us to put on a few very successful programs that we are excited about. and then we get to know each other. We feel comfortable about, and I think working on my team is my priority this year. And then next year, to this, when the town or the city, they have preferences, and then that's why we obviously we'll work with them on it. But this year is, I don't hear anyone from our team is willing to take this on this year. And I think that's basically where we are right now.
Okay.
Okay, so we have the last 30 minutes. Let me update you guys what I'll have from the town. The first event is the one that's Sue and Leslie, your event. Here are the dates I got. The Saturday that we're looking at is not available. The entire town is not available. Hold on one second. Let me see Cindy's email. Cindy. Okay. Was happy to be moving this. So the two dates are okay. So the first weekend of November is not available. What is available is Sunday, November the 9th. So the following Sunday. And then the following Saturday, November the 15th. On those days, we can get the parking lot blocked and have the Buckeye room. And currently I have those days blocked for us. Sue and Leslie, do you guys have a preference to which of those days you like?
The
take?
Saturday, November 15th is when our son will,
Okay.
assuming the planes are flying, be in town for
Okay.
Thanksgiving week with us. I bet a lot of people will.
Oh,
have that
right.
problem. Yeah.
Yes. So Sunday, November the 9th. Does that work for you, Sue?
The 15th, Leslie, is 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
Oh, 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. I thought, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm wrong. Beep.
No, it's okay. Oh yeah, right. That's
Yeah.
for a
sorry
while. I
about
was
that.
like, well, Thanksgiving, when is? Oh, right, it's 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. Okay.
Yeah, that was my
Um,
bad. Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Phil. Okay. Sorry for wasting your time on that one. Yeah, those look doable as far as I know. I don't know. What do you think, Sue?
Well, I think the 9th is good. Would we do it like at 11 or in the morning?
You want to do the Sunday the 9th?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That sounds good
Okay.
for kids. Yeah.
All right. I will respond to. We will take Sunday the 9th.
And by the way, I just mentioned earlier, we've given it a title.
Oh,
Instead of paint the schoolhouse,
yeah.
sketch the schoolhouse.
Ah.
So
Okay.
so people don't think we're going to be painting it.
So if we start at 11, then we should probably have the place blocked off starting at 10 or 10:30.
Oh, quarter
prep?
of. Oh, yeah, it doesn't take,
Quarter.
I mean, they'll leave the barricades there. We'll just put them out and put the rope up.
Okay.
Mm.
So how many hours would you like for that to happen? 11 a.m. to,
I would say 1, just in case people come late and are working
Okay.
late, but I'm assuming they'll sketch it and then go home and finish it.
Mm.
okay.
I don't know that anybody would stay there more than an hour to, I don't know. What do you think, Leslie?
I don't know. My first thought was 2 hours so that people can straggle in late if they have to.
Yes,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I will ask from 10:30 to 1:30. That gives us 30 minutes and before and after some wiggle room. And then to set up, clean up, and then, people come early, people arrive, people want to arrive or leave late. I will RSVP. Okay, so now we have a date. do you guys need help? Is there anything we can do to help as a group so we can? I mean, it's a lot of stuff for two people.
Thanks. We'll let you know when we get our list together.
Yeah.
I'm assuming people bring their own chair and we'll have some canvases and we'll have acrylics. I was telling Leslie, I still have the original paint
Um,
from the schoolhouse, so we can mix that. And if somebody wants to do charcoal, they'll bring their own, I'm assuming.
Mhm.
But we'll provide some small canvases and the acrylics.
okay.
And if somebody wants to do watercolor, I guess we could have a few of those
Okay.
little tins.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love those water soluble pencils that you can do, right?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, not very
All right.
messy.
Okay. Um, okay. Sounds good. Okay. Do we need anything else on this event? I think we lost Stacy. I will email her about if she has the date for her event. And also Jerry's event, Jerry's working with Steve. I guess I'll just email Jerry about, or I can just email Steve directly actually now.
Yeah.
Jerry's in the ER, I'll do that. Okay. The last item is our new in-person time. Okay. So this is what I
So
have.
Ivy, excuse me, could I just say one thing
Yeah.
while we're thinking about it? And this goes along with putting on an events. When Leslie and I were talking, we remembered, God, he was a kid at the time, John Muir Law. And he's an environmentalist and a terrific artist, and he has a book. Can't think of the name of the book, but it's on painting wildlife and birds.
Okay.
And he and it was a big meeting mixed in the MUR was full. It was so wonderful. He was so inspiring.
One of the best talks I've ever seen anyway.
And we were wondering about getting him back. One of the things he encouraged, and particularly for kids, is to look harder. And that isn't to get
I
down
love
and
that.
look, to get down,
I love that.
inches from it, but to
I
get
love that.
mind working harder. So he's one option of an event. And the other, and I think we mentioned this, is an author's night, and we have what, maybe 4 or 5 here in town. So those are 2 good events that we could do next year. And as you said, maybe quarterly. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to remind us of all that.
I love that. I thank you. I think, by the way, I had my conversation with the Woodside Arts and Culture chair. It was so inspirational, and she said something. She was like, I want to bring the arts into our community. And I said, that's exactly why I'm volunteering. And I'm sure I'm speaking on behalf of every member of our committee. That's the reason why we want to do it. So I think the event itself is wonderful, right? We just need to come up with a format that can work for us, given the fact they have 12, we have 7, 6 or 7, depends on who show up. So, and then the long-standing history. I mean, the many years they've refined that program with the Woodside versus, we're doing it for the very first time with a new town manager. Everything is new. I think we just need to be thoughtful about how we can execute these events. But in the spirit is absolutely wonderful. I love it. And having a recurring date, it really helps us to have our that's our brand. This is a established brand, established event. I think there's something really valuable having a recurring time that's reserved for us in town. All of that. I just want to make sure we can be successful in it. So if we don't have any comments about the events, I do want to talk about, for us, and obviously I know a number of people who are not here, and I will email the group and have Stacy, Jerry, as well as Mimi provide their kind of feedback. So I reach out to the city about finding a time in which we can meet in the schoolhouse as a group. This is what I have. So what we could do is there are a couple. The first Tuesday of every month, we can meet from anytime after 4 p.m. With the exception of 5:30 to 6:30. So we can meet at 4, 4:30, or 7, the first Tuesday of every month. The second Tuesday of every month, we can meet before 7. So we can meet at 5, 6. Does anybody have any, does anybody have any preference? I think the second Tuesday, I mean, I think the 6 o'clock sounds really good, right? The second Tuesday at 6. Because it's not too early nor is too late. It's,
I think, does this mean we do not ever meet at the schoolhouse?
no. This is, remember people talk about we need to meet in the schoolhouse. And then I said, well, during the day, this is basically what happens during the day for me, right? This is why I can't do the schoolhouse. And I said, during the day is really hard for me. In the evening, I'll be back in town and I'm fine once a month, I take off and meet with you guys. And so this is in person. So we could do the first Tuesday at 4:30 or 6:30, or the second Tuesday at 5, between anywhere starts from 5 to 6 o'clock.
Okay, so you're saying the schoolhouse is open at those times?
The schoolhouse is open in those times. Yeah.
Okay.
What happened to Thursday?
Oh, they just don't have time. Yeah.
Yep, I'm
Thursday
sorry.
gets very, Thursday I asked for, I don't have my notes. No, we talked about Thursday is not good because I think there's something about, I think Leslie's has phone call with her son and there's something else.
I could probably
Right.
switch that if we had to, but yeah, you were talking about soccer and all kinds of activities already coming up, right?
I mean, I have activity every night. Every night my son is doing 3 club sports. It's
Oh,
my
what's
son.
in-
Oh my God, honestly. And it's a topic of its own. I don't, youth sports nowadays is, I mean, I don't agree with how they approach it, but it's super, competitive very early on. And I think the focus is just not the right focus. But like I said, once a month I'll take off and then spend time with our community. Totally fine. So yeah, I think we had a number of conversations and Thursday was just not a good time. So as a result, I look into Tuesday. So the first Tuesday at, how about this? The first Tuesday at 6:30 or anytime after 6:30, or the second Tuesday, anytime before 7, basically from 4:30 to 7.
Okay, I'd rather
Do you
meet
guys
at
have a,
6.
yeah?
I'd rather meet
You're
at
right.
6, not 4:30. But I don't know, maybe 4:30 be okay.
So 6 o'clock, we could do that. That's a second Tuesday. We can meet from 6 to 7. Race and equity, they meet at 7, although they don't meet all the time. So that means we kind of just need to get out exactly at 7 o'clock if they do meet. I'm fine with that. How are you guys? Leslie and Phil, are you guys okay with that second Tuesday at 6?
I'm open to either one.
Okay. Oh, I accidentally, sorry guys, this is, I
Can
didn't mean.
you, yeah, you haven't been on. Can you, since we're missing, what, 3 people? Or just 2, can you email this to us?
Yeah, I will email you guys and have you guys confirm, okay?
So that they could look at it too?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course. I think that's all set for us. I will
Yeah.
get, I will, yeah, everybody email, like, please respond to the email and then, so I can reserve the town hall for next month. Let's take care of that sooner rather than later. And then I probably will set up a meeting with Rebecca and the new town, oh, shoot. I kind of just didn't in the grab. And the new town manager to talk about the the recurring events. Okay,
Could they come to our meeting once we set it up next month?
that'd be wonderful. I think that's a great idea. I think
Then
that's
there'd be
a, I think,
One less
think
meeting and we'd get to meet, the
think
new
that's wonderful.
manager.
Yeah, I think what a great idea. Do they still have their sound? Okay. Anything else, guys?
I'm
No,
back.
so if it
If that's
doesn't,
helpful.
if we don't have it changed by next month,
Oh.
let's meet. Can we meet the regular time, second Thursday at 1? Unless we get everybody voting and we get it changed.
Is it helpful for me to add a vote in right now?
Sure.
Do you have
Yes,
enough people
please.
for a vote?
Please, so right now, I think why don't we vote right now and then we write to Jerry and Mimi to see if they don't agree with us? Because if we don't vote now, then we have to wait till for next month and then vote. And then does it make sense? So let's vote now. So right now is Tuesday at the second Tuesday, at 6 p.m.
At
Do you
4:30.
mind grab one with a sandwich?
Oh.
Yeah, I don't have time to go grab them. Do you mind if I grab one with a sandwich?
They're all
Oh,
wrapped
yeah,
up.
yeah, okay, forget it. No, don't worry. Hi. Okay, hi. Sorry, so right now we're looking at the second Tuesday of every month at 6 p.m. Do we have a vote for that?
No, what happened to the 4:30? I think you had 4:30 and 6 on the first Tuesday.
Right, but you said you didn't want to do 4:30.
Oh, yeah, but don't we vote on all three? Oh, you just want to vote on,
I think 6 o'clock, I mean, if you already say no, then let's just vote to 6. I mean, does anybody strongly say no to 6 p.m.? Or does anybody want to do 4:30 at
why don't,
second
we
Tuesday?
can try it. We can
Okay.
try
We
it.
can try it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, it's it's gonna be
So-
dark.
Wait, so I mean, I'm fine with that. So do you want a 4:30 or 6?
I'm trying to think.
Okay.
I'm rethinking maybe
So-
4:30.
Or
Wouldn't
we
be
could
bad.
do, why don't we do 5 to 6? Hold on one second. Yeah, I think that's, why don't we do, let's put a vote for second Tuesday of every month at 5 p.m. And that's, I think
Okay.
that's a good
That looks pretty
compromise.
good. I think that's pretty good, yeah.
I'm
So I
open.
vote, go ahead. For
I'm-
all
I'm-
those say yes, just shout it out.
Okay.
I say I'm open to any of those. So
Okay,
I'm not going to vote for one.
okay, all right. Leslie, what about you?
Yeah, that's fine.
Second Tuesday at 5 p.m.?
Yep,
Good.
That's fine.
Sue, how are you doing? Second Tuesday
think-
at 5
I think
p.m.?
I think I'll try it, yeah.
Okay. And
And
Tracy,
Stacy?
how about you? Second
Uh,
Tuesday at 5 p.m.?
Yes, for me.
Okay.
Fantastic. So we have a new meeting time. I will let the city know. We'll take the second Tuesday at 5 p.m. And I will write to Rebecca as well as the new town manager to invite them to our next meeting, which right now is the 11th and of November. And then we can just start the conversation about about this program that they want us to do. Or we want to collaborate, right? It's a collaboration. Okay.
So we'll
Um,
let me-
And then I just looked at my calendar. I will likely be late to the meeting because there's an event
Okay.
happening that I'm supporting that day. So sorry about that. It's
No,
not a regular
no wor-
event.
no worries. Let me see. What do I have on my calendar? I will block it. You know what? Have you noticed there are so many days? Apparently, my son has that day off.
Oh, it's
Oh, it's Veterans
Veterans
Day.
Day.
Yeah,
Oh,
everything will
Oh,
be
is that
off.
what it is? Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
see if they're going to be open then. Maybe, maybe
No,
we
I
have to
think-
wait till.
I think everybody's off. The
Huh.
town will be
I-
closed.
In that case,
Hmm.
I mean, the Tuesday, I thought Veterans Day is oh yeah. Veterans Day this year falls on has it always been on Tuesday?
No, it's on the 11th.
Oh, every year it's on the 11th?
Uh-huh. 11/11. It was the
Oh,
11,
right.
the 11 year.
The
that they
11th
won
hour of the 11th day of the 11th month.
year. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
Okay.
the day World War I ended.
yeah.
Okay. In that case, what are we gonna do next month? Or
Oh.
shall we continue? Or shall we not start?
I mean,
in
we
person?
could
Push
meet
it
the
off one.
4th, but is that election day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Um. It wouldn't, I mean, they hold that in the MUR. Not in the schoolhouse. We could go vote and go to the meeting.
Yeah, that's kind of a nice 1-2 punch.
Let's ask the town what to do.
Wait, what day is that? What
A
day?
Tu-
What?
Tuesday, the 4th. That would be the first Tuesday. Is
Or
there enough
Okay.
time? Is
For 5
from when you
p.m.?
need to make something visible?
Not at 5 p.m. because they have another committee meeting at 5:30. What we could do is 4:30 to 5:30 or after 6:30. If we do Tuesday the 4th.
Well, we could try 4:30. You can excuse yourself. We can and go. You don't have to stay the whole meeting. If you feel like
Too early.
yeah. I just think it
Tuesday.
would keep or could we meet the 4th at 4? It just gets pretty confusing. Or the 4th at 5, and then you can excuse yourself and we'll
5
keep it.
o'clock is not available because the conservation committee has a meeting at 5:30.
Oh, okay.
So what we
We
could
better ask
do,
the town what we can have.
Maybe we just skip this one time because it's
Yeah.
a federal holiday.
What's the next event that we needed to plan for?
Well, the 9th, Sunday the 9th is the schoolhouse.
Of
If we met the week
of
before,
what month?
November.
Little close in, isn't it?
So if we met the week before, we could kind of,
Do we need more time to promote it?
I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so.
we should
Um,
talk about marketing. How do you plan to market it? But
put it in the school bulletin and on the forum. I don't think
Do you
that,
want to?
okay.
I mean,
Do you
we're
want to
not,
send me the language and I can get it in the school bulletins?
okay, okay. I mean, I'd be happy with 10 people. I'd be happy with 20, but I don't think more than that will come.
I think you're right. Turnout will probably be pretty low, but it'll be the first one.
Yeah.
right?
I think it's just a good start for us.
Yeah.
I'm happy if anybody comes. I don't expect 100.
Great. So Sue, if you send it to me, I can post it and let me know if you want it to be on PV Forum and Nextdoor for Portola Valley as well.
Okay. Oh, next door I don't have. Okay.
Oh,
Thanks, Stacy.
or Woodside. If we're gonna be collaborating between towns or sharing events with each other, let's let them know. if we feel bold, if we feel ready.
I'm not sure that we're ready based on the conversations I've
Okay,
heard so
good point.
far.
Good point. All right, excellent point. Never
So,
mind.
you guys want to, okay, so for our November meeting, currently it's scheduled on the Thursday, our current time is Thursday, 13th at 1 p.m. I've already sent you guys an invite for that. Now, we can keep it at that time, or I think the easiest, may I suggest we do something that's easy? If we want to meet before our event on the 9th, what we should do is just reschedule it over Zoom, because that will save us the time of going back to the city, ask when they have available, and then I don't even know. Actually, we don't even have time to do that, because then I need to call a meeting for us to vote on it. And then so I can have that at the schoolhouse. I think the best way to do it is to simply vote on if we want to switch the meeting time next week before the 9th, then we should just do it, vote at a time we can meet over Zoom.
Oh,
And then we'll
we don't-
start meeting
You
in
don't need to worry
person.
about, yeah, you don't need to worry about the meeting before the 9th. I just thought, I'm looking at the calendar we were in that week and I thought that would work out. Put the
Okay.
meeting on that Tuesday and oh, no, we can't. That's why. Yeah, we have to move it anyway. So, would you like
Well,
me to call? Oh, they don't want me to call the town and see what's available?
so I can call the town that's available, then we'll have to vote as a group for the new meeting. And then therefore get approved and then to go put on our agenda. Do you see it's not as straightforward as, hey, when are you available? And we'll show up.
No,
Just
I thought we did vote. We did vote for Tuesday. But that's Veterans Day, so we need another day. It's because of Veterans Day that we're changing it.
right. So if
Do we
we
want
need,
the November meeting stays on Zoom, and starting in December, we go in person based on what we just voted on? Is that what I'm hearing?
that's what I propose.
Okay,
Sue,
well,
does that make sense for you, or do you want to meet in person in November?
I just think we better meet, because then we're gonna get to December and not have a meeting, and we need to meet in
Okay.
person sometime soon.
So if we do meet in person, I need to go over the city for two things. The first thing is find a time. The second thing is to understand whether or not we can we need to vote as a group for that time in advance for us to move the meeting time. Does it make sense? I need to first get a meeting time from the town. And this is what I always do, right? I get the time from the town, bring back to the group, we vote on it, and then we notify the town that is final. So that's
Okay.
the process we do every single time. Now, what you're saying totally makes sense if we're not working with government regulations is I go, hey, tell us when you're available, and I email you all and we just show up. But I don't know if we can do that. So I need to clarify with that city. I think we need to vote on a new time. And then that means I need to call a meeting for us to vote on it, and then we show up.
No, I
I,
thought we
you know,
voted.
Are you
I
sure
thought we
that's
voted.
required? I mean,
we're voting that one off. What we're talking about, our regular meeting is on first Tuesday at 5 p.m. But next
Yes.
Tuesday, next month, we have a Veterans Day.
yes,
And then therefore, we're saying we need a new date for next month to
yes.
meet in person. And that I do not know when it's available unless I speak to the town. The town will then tell me all the availabilities, and then we need to vote on that one-off meeting. If we insist on meeting in person, what I'm saying is let's just find a time that we can meet over Zoom next month. So I don't have to then check the schedule with the
Oh.
town for the schoolhouse.
I see. The town wants to schedule the schoolhouse. Yeah, okay,
Yes.
okay.
And then the schoolhouse, so it's a couple procedures. So if we want to use the schoolhouse I need to get the availability from the town, and then I need to take back that availabilities and vote with you guys for the one-off meeting.
Okay, did you ask the town if those Tuesdays were available? Do you know if they're available?
The Tuesdays that
That's why
I
you chose-
presented to you guys for the long-term meeting, those have been vetted for the town,
Okay,
by
okay,
the town.
okay.
Good work.
Yeah, so that's why otherwise it's going to be back and forth a lot of times. That in itself took multiple calls to get those dates down.
Mm.
That's what I mean by, this is what I signed up for, not a problem. So what I propose is let's meet next November. So are we certain that we want to meet before November 9th?
No, we
Let's
don't have
all-
to.
Do we need
do
to?
We do not have to meet before the 9th. No.
Good.
Okay. In that case, let's just keep our meeting time on the 13th of Thursday at 1 p.m. over Zoom.
Okay, at 1.
Our regular time, yes.
Okay.
Sounds
And
great.
then we'll start meeting in person in December for the first Tuesday of every month at 5 p.m.
We usually don't have a meeting in December, but that's okay. Yeah, we just, everything gets so crazy, but
Ah.
if we can, we will, I guess, if we have something. Or,
Okay,
we'll- or,
I've
yeah,
got to run.
I will put
actually.
that.
Yeah.
I'm open to cancel the December meeting. We can talk about that next in
Yeah.
November, whether or
Okay.
not to keep it November.
okay.
Because I
there's
think it's a
nothing-
bit too early to have that, like I think people's holiday schedule is still up in the air, right?
Gets pretty wild.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
got to run. I'm sorry. But thank you.
Okay,
Take care.
okay.
Bye,
So
Leslie.
we'll talk to everyone next month, November the 13th. I've already sent everyone the invite. Please accept the invite.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
all right.
Ivy.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.